Hey, Grego's here again. How are yous all? Woo! What is happening indeed? So much going on here. Stripping in. Basically, you can see the results of whoever did the repairs last time. I guess it. Now, what can I say that's positive about this situation? Well, I guess they didn't use expander foam or chicken wire. So there is metal in there somewhere, but the shape is all wrong and it's just all wrong in general. So we're going to cut this here. The rest of the dog leg's good, but yeah, this step, going to weld a new one in there. And of course we're going to weld in a new front. Andrew's already started drilling all the spot welds out because this is knackered, as they say. And we sort of, it stands out particularly like these. You look at a headlight and, you know, a combi headlight is pretty much, you know, it's a curved panel, but the headlight is looking straight ahead basically. But this one here is just like, it's just looking out to the side, so the headlights must have been a bit dicky. So this has had a knock in there. If it was only just a knock, then we would just pull that out, but because of the sheer amount of rust in it as well, and we're not even going to bother stripping the rest there. It's just not worth it. We got to this part, you can see how thick that bog is there. So that's all bad news, and not to mention that there. The rest here isn't too bad, but having said that, we'll be grinding it back to bare metal anyway. So, and this step here was even worse. Yeah, so they've definitely, yeah. I'm never a man to be lost for words, but this brought me close. So what they've done here, they've welded on a piece here. Actually, that could be one big piece across there, I'd say. But they've welded this like way too far out. So then they've just like bogged it to suit, and this thing's got a big dent in it, and they've just, you know, the sheer amount of filler. Look, it's all over me bloody floor. It's bloody. I reckon we've just in the two steps in that bit of front, there's probably like a 4 kilo can of bog that we've chewed out. So imagine on the rest. So now you got to remember this bus, you know, had some obvious spots, a few spots, but you know, overall it's still a tidy bus. But we're yeah, it doesn't fill me with confidence to see this. So but the point is that we're repairing what's obvious. It's not a full restoration. We're not stripping it all back to bare metal. Like on this door here, I said to Andrew, we know where they rust. They all rust along the bottom, and that corner was obvious. There was a spot there. I said, strip this off here and check out how deep the bog is and see if there's any rust. And there's only one little spot here. Looks like they've done a bit of a repair. But yeah, just way too much filler in there. Now this door, I'm gonna go down. We stripped it back. This must be off another car because it's green. We stripped it all along the bottom, but not the whole door, just to see where we're at. And this is nice clean metal. So that was a win. But then we got to the standard, like, I don't think we've done a combi yet that isn't rusted here, and you can see why. It's a bit of a design fault. So water gets in there and comes down around, like down here and underneath there, and there you've got the solid reinforced steel across there, and then this outer skin. And what happens is the the water just gets in between there and just rusts that away, and then it rusts the skin away. So, but now Andrew's stripped that back, and we actually pulled the metal out a bit, and we sprayed some rust converter on it, because that's all you need. Like, after it's been wire wheeled and cleaned and all that, you know, there's no need to go silly and sandblast it. And you know, we're still trying to keep to a reasonable budget here. It's not a complete full money no object restoration. So you flood that with rust treater, including when you've had that lifted off and it floods down in there, and then you tap that back in, and then Andrew's making a new piece that goes in there. So that's happy days. So that door is sort of good. On the outside it's good, inside not so good. And then we come out to this sliding door, and the inside's not looking the best. They've put some patches. As soon as we flip the door over, you can see this is how it should be. The factory, it's all recessed in there, and these corners were built up higher, so that was all filler. And obviously they've welded in a plate there over the rust, but the rust is chewing away on there. This is what you have to deal with. It's just what you do with the repairs, like behind the repairs, is just important. If we weren't to flood that with rust converter and, you know, put a bit of weld through primer, I know some of that burns off when you weld it on, but the point is you do as much as you can. And then when it's done, I find the best way is, see, if you get down in there, that's where the gap starts. So what you do is you put up in the door, when that's all welded in, you up in the door and you flood like a cavity treatment stuff, so that it actually all runs down in underneath. Obviously this is all spray on the inside, and you hold the door up on that end down and this end up, and it all just runs down in there and fills that up. So you've got to do stuff like that, because if you just go banging a patch on it, you know, this is what you end up with. So you've just got to treat everything behind it as well. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, we had no choice but to take all the doors off and screen out and everything. Yes, we were hoping we didn't have to do the front, but it's just, there's no way. There's just no way. So, but you know, they ready make these steps and the front panels. So yeah, we'll run that through. We'll show you how that's how to take that off. So it's not really going to be a full instructional video, but it'll just be you know, a basic video to show you the process, I guess. So I'll keep adding photos and all the rest. So yeah, hey, how about a sneak peek? Want to see a sneak peek of Ava? Woo! Yeah, baby. Very nice. Lovely, lovely. Now, not related to this combi at all, because this video is going to come under the Dusty's video, but when we first started Ava, the Mustang, I wanted to name it after the Bond girl from Casino Royale, because that's the colour, blah blah blah. You have to go back to my videos and see why. But I just looked her up, and her name's actually Eva, but I'm not changing it now. Ava is stuck, so it's actually EVA, not AVA. My wife said Ava, and that's what I heard. But as my wife would say, you don't listen to me anyway. So all right, I gotta go, and that's the update for Dusty. And the floor is dusty indeed, so we're going to need a big clean up here. So all right, peace out, bye.